What's going on with you guys? You know who it is. It's your boy, Jean-Michel. And today I'm back again with another Midi Controller review. You know, I got to do my consummate swipe across the box. That it just wouldn't be a review unless I swipe my hand across the box. You know what I'm saying? So I got this in and I'm going to check it out. This thing is really impressed me is why I ordered it. I'm going to see if it impressed me once I get it out the box. But looking at it online and all that really impressed me. Price point was only $75. At the time of me talking, and maybe more, maybe less now. But at the time of me doing this video, it's $75 on Amazon. And it's 49 key controller. They got a 61 key version for a little bit more. Again, you know, you pay that extra $20 or $30 just for the extra set of keys. Functionality remains the same. But what drew me to this is that they said two things. One, it's compatible with iPad, has an iPad slot built into it. We're going to see if that actually fits my new iPad. We're going to see that in just a second. And the other thing that really impressed me is that it comes with complete elements by Native Instruments, which now I'm assuming if you upgrade to it, if you put it in now and put that serial in, it's going to give you complete select is what they call it now, which if you bought complete select by itself on the Native Instruments website, you're going to pay like $200 just for complete select. So you're getting like $100 plus, $200 plus worth of free instruments along with this thing, and it plays really well with the iPad. So that's pretty much what comes with it, made by the good folks at Samson. So we're gonna check it out. Let's open it up and see what this thing is talking about. Let's see how impressed I am once I get it out of the box.
2 hours later.
I got it out the box. I had to pause that because in all of my days of unboxing instruments and keyboards and all of that stuff, I have never had so much trouble trying to get a keyboard out the box. This was the hardest keyboard I've ever had to get out of a box, bar none. That's because for some reason this was taped to the inside of the inside. So this is taped and it's taped. The styrofoam was taped on the inside. It was crazy. Crazy. It took me forever. Anyway, inside the box, only other thing that's inside of the box is the USB cable here. And looks like they give you something else in here. Let me see. Maybe something for the iPad. They give you whatever this little thing is. This is interesting looking. Looks like just some kind of a, not sure what that is. Not sure what that is. We'll figure out what it is in a little bit. I'll look in the manual. But you got all your documentation and stuff in there. Pretty cool. So we'll set that to the side for now. And let's actually look at the keyboard itself. Nice size. Nice size there. Of course, you got your little tape across the keyboard. That's kind of the normal thing to do in this industry. Let's take that tape off. And let's see how the keyboard feels. That's what I'm most interested in. Oh, that's clacky. Clacky keys. You hear how loud that is, don't you? That's how it's going to sound on your desk. Kind of reminds me of those first early MIDI controllers. I've been using MIDI controllers for a while. Reminds me of those first early MIDI controllers. The early M Audio Oxygens, the Oxygen 8 and those type MIDI controllers. That is some serious clackiness there. But hey, it's still pretty cool. You got your octave. That's cool. They're clicky. Oh, you know how I feel about clicky buttons. You got your transpose buttons. You got a nice little size mod wheel and pitch bend. And you got a little volume slider right here. And it just says data. So you got a little data thing, I guess, for scrolling through maybe what you see on the screen. Edit button. Then you got the little iPad slot here. But On the back, now, this is impressive. You got a sustain pedal input. You got a standard MIDI out. That's cool. And a USB port. Now, that's really cool for it to have USB and standard MIDI for several reasons. Namely, one, because you can plug up external MIDI gear to this thing and be able to use this with some external sound models. You don't have to have a keyboard. You don't have to have a computer. You can even use, you guys see me talk about wireless Bluetooth MIDI with controllers and stuff. So that means you could use one of the wireless Bluetooth MIDI controllers with this. I may try that out in another video to see how that works. And plug that up to, and hook that up wirelessly to your computer or your iPad. Regular USB port, and then you got your on-off power switch. All right, let's see how this thing fits my iPad though. So I got the new iPad Pro. Let's see what this is if it's gonna fit in that slot. Yeah, still fits in that slot. That fits in there, that looks good. So if this is what you're kind of dreaming of, a little mobile setup with your iPad kind of sitting there and you can control your iPad and you got it plugged up. Maybe you got a wireless situation kind of going on. Maybe you plug in your wireless MIDI thing, connect to it via Bluetooth MIDI so there's no wires going from the iPad to the Carbon. And then you've got this powered, you can just, use a power thing and power it. You can have a nice little mobile setup here. The key bed leaves something to be desired. Now, it's not the best. It's not the worst. If I had to rate it, I would put it at I'd give it a 4 on the key bed because I felt much worse for more expensive boards. But the thing that impressed me is it comes with a MIDI out. I could use that. That's useful to me. You know what I'm saying? That's really useful to me to have standard MIDI or whatever in there. And then you get complete with it. So you get a plethora of sounds. You're getting iPad functionality where you can set your iPad right there. You got a nice little mobile setup here. You can do wireless MIDI if you choose to do that, because I'm a big fan of wireless MIDI because I think it's the future. Then you got like all of these little, assignable things. But I'm gonna plug it up here. We're gonna try the wireless MIDI thing. Let's see how that works. Yeah. So all right, got it hooked up. I tried the Bluetooth MIDI. I tried my BM, AO1s, whatever this is. These, I've done a review on these before. I tried these. It didn't work. I couldn't get it to find it. I don't know if it's because because these are powered by the MIDI port. That means the MIDI port has to actually send out power. Maybe the MIDI port on here does not send out regular power, enough to power the device, or maybe it's just not compatible for some reason. I don't know. But, I just plugged it up, regular USB, to USB-C thing. Still kind of cool. The key bed feels really good to play. It's just noisy, very noisy. That's the trade-off that you're gonna get. If you got headphones on, you're probably not gonna notice. But it is, as you can tell, very, very clacky, very noisy, noisy feeling or what have you. So it's not something that is going to be very quiet in a studio setting. So you can forget about trying to have a mic in front of you and play and sing and do those lovely piano covers you may be dreaming of doing. Yeah, that's not going to work in terms of that. It's not. So I would give it, a low rating on the feel of it because of the, because of the clackiness of the keys. Control, very low score on control because it just doesn't have anything you can use. You got a volume slider. That's about it. This little data thing that doesn't really offer any much, immediate functionality. Edit button. You got transpose and octave over here. That's cool. So depending on what you're looking for, if you really don't care about controls, none of this is going to matter to you. I just need something that's going to play. Now, you do have the traditional MIDI, so what that could mean is you could set up a hybrid type situation where you have the USB MIDI where you're playing your software instrument SoftSense, and then actually plug this up to a module or maybe to another keyboard to do some MIDI through or whatever, and be able to actually play some other external sounds, you know, from another module, so you can play two different sounds from your computer and one from traditional hardware all on there. So that's a plus. I think the biggest plus with this keyboard is that it comes with complete select for the price point of, at this point in time, I don't know if it's going to go up, $75, like $120 for the 61 key. I mean, it's a wonderful price point. The keys kill it for me. I wouldn't like it for the keys situation. But if you need a really kind of basic kind of setup here with your iPad, that's a plus, being able to set that in there. So overall, I give it about a 6. I give it about a 6 overall score in terms of, like, you know, would I use it, or do I find it useful? Do I recommend it? Anything over a 5 is recommendable to me. The only drawback is the clackiness of the keys. I'd say that. Otherwise, I'd give it like an 8. You know, because it comes with complete. It comes with the Native Instruments sounds for the price point. That's just winning, in my opinion. You're winning by doing that. But the keys is what kind of, I knock off a couple of points just for those clackiness on the keys. Price point, very good. You can get this version for under $100, and I think that's a steal of a deal. All right, folks. Hope this video helped you. Hope it blessed you. You know how we do with these videos. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment, tell me what you think about it. Does the clacky keys really bother you, or whatever the case may be? And we'll check you guys on the next video. Hit like, subscribe, and all that stuff. I'm out. Holla at your boy.